You know, for some time now, tattoos have been all the rage. You see people of all ages with them. For better or for worse, they were permanent reminders of a boyfriend, maybe a wife, or a different phase in your life. And for some, they make a great memory and they make great body art. But for others, it might be something that they regret for one reason or another. Okay, so the good news on this is they no longer need to be permanent. Here to tell us more is Dr. Bernstein of the Mainline Center for Laser Surgery. All right, Doc, so groundbreaking technology. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so there have been tattoo lasers that, have been around for about 15 years or so. But there's a new innovation called the picosecond laser. And the technology sounds crazy. It's a trillionth of a second, right? It's a very short pulse duration. Why? Why is the flash of light so fast? That's because the particles are very small. The smaller the particle, the quicker the flash of light. Most of the lasers we use have pulses of light. So picosecond is the newest innovation. And there's one of the biggest laser companies in the world, if not the biggest, is Syneron Candela. I had the first in the world picosecond laser for tattoo removal.
All right, so let's look at the before and afters, because this is the proof of the pudding. And I was amazed when I saw this yesterday. So this is remarkable to me. How did you do this, and how many treatments did it take to make it appear as if that tattoo had never existed? So
generally we're looking at, with these pictures, 6 to 8 treatments, something like that, at 2-month intervals. So you do get to know people, but it's amazing. The modern lasers reach in the skin and target the thing you want to get rid of without damaging the skin. It's amazing.
And so what happens? Are you actually pulling the color out of the skin?
So what you're doing is you're fracturing the pigment because it's collected in these cells. That's how a tattoo works. Artists inject the ink, cells collect it up. We're rupturing those cells and calling the body's attention to this thing to take it away.
I continue to be amazed at these before and afters. When I have seen other tattoo removal systems, it seems that there's a real clear shadow of that tattoo that still remains.
Right.
But this seems to be really different.
Yeah, well, right now, again, I had the first laser in the world, the first Pico Way, and participated in the FDA trial to get clearance for this device, which it's now cleared in the U.S. The hope is, with each new innovation, that there's less and less of those shadows, more and more complete removal. Multicolored tattoos are more of a challenge, but we have a number of different lasers for that. So for multicolored tattoos, we often will use more than one laser. The nice thing, one of the nice things about this laser is there's 2 colors of light that come out. One's infrared, but we call it red, we just can't see it. And the other one is green, for treating red ink. Because if you have red ink, you need to use a green light to get it out. You can't use a red light to get it out.
And so the big question overall is it painful?
So it would be. We numb up the skin with a tiny little, thickness of a human hair needle, and then they don't feel anything. If you didn't do that, it would be painful.
All right. Well, Doc, thanks so much for bringing this in.
Listen, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, fascinating. So for more on tattoo removal and also the Mainline Center for Laser Surgery, you can go to cbsphilly.com and click on to Talk Philly. We're coming right back.